Happy Sunday! My name is Amy Prokopis, and I am the author of young adult novels such as the young adult science fiction book, The Arena, my second book, the start of a brand new young adult urban fantasy series, which is called Guardians of the Sixth Gate. That comes out October 31st. Welcome to my channel. So today has been a busy one. I'm balancing a lot of things. I have a lot of house things that I'm doing, lots of cleaning, lots of laundry. I've got dishes going. I'm also planning book things right now. And then in the afternoon, because it is Sunday, I will have my normal Sunday writing session. So writing is going really well. If you've watched these videos in the past, or you watched last week's video, you saw that I'm writing pretty close-ish in the realm of 4,000 words a weekend. I only write on Saturdays and Sundays. Occasionally, once in a blue moon, I manage to write during the week. I wish I could write more because I'm dying, absolutely dying to get this book finished. So I am writing the second book in the Guardians of the Sixth Gate series. I'm trying to write the sequel to Guardians of the Sixth Gate. I have not released any information about that yet, as far as like titles and things go, but I do have a title picked, so be on the lookout. This week in this vlog, I should be getting the cover to Guardians of the Sixth Gate, and I am so excited. I cannot wait for it to come in. I was told by my cover designer it should be in by the end of the week. That was last week. So I'm kind of expecting it today. No promises, but I'm holding out. I'm hoping it'll come in today, and I definitely want to film my reaction as I get it. I think it'd be so fun. So that should happen in this week's video. So crazy. But for right now, I'm going to get back to finishing some of my chores and prepping writing stuff for the week and for today. And so I will see you guys here in a minute. So this is kind of a random thought that just came up. So I've been doing my planning, like I said, got my books here. I've been doing my planning and I'm watching YouTube videos. This is the time I usually catch up on the channels I watch. One of the channels I watch is Michelle Carre, her fitness stuff. I love to watch all the different like challenges she gives herself. I said earlier in this video that I'm a little competitive myself. One of my favorite things to do is running. You guys know that if you've watched my videos. In the monthly wrap-up videos that I do, there's always a component for running because it's one of my favorite things to do. And I have fallen off the bandwagon a lot, like a ton. I've only run, I think, once or twice this whole month. And that's the way it's been for a couple months. And I just watched the video she put out this week, which is I ran a marathon in the hottest place on earth. She ran not just a marathon, she ran 30 miles in Death Valley. So she did the 50K. I love the idea of super distance running. So I've run a couple different half marathons. It's a pretty comfortable distance race for me. I like the half marathon a lot. That's the lowest amount of miles I really like to run. I've never run a 10K. I've run a couple 5Ks. I don't really enjoy them very much. They're charity things to me. They're like things I do for fun, but they don't give me the competitive satisfaction I like. So the half marathon's my race, but I've always wanted to run a marathon, and this is kind of re-energizing that for me. I've done the marathon training a few times. I've run further than just the half marathon before. The last half marathon I ran, they didn't mark the course super well, and so all of the half marathoners, me included, that were running the race, there were only like 15 of us, and all 15 of us ended up running off course and having to find our way back to the course when we realized we were off course. And that ended up being 16 miles. And funnily enough, it was actually the fastest half marathon I've ever run. And the 16 miles that I ran was really fast. So maybe I should do that. She mentions in the video, part of it's because she turned 30. What do you think, Finn? Should I run 30 miles by the time I turn 30? What do you think? What do you guys think? So I've gotten a lot of writing done this weekend. So it's the first weekend where I actually tracked how many words I've been writing and not just write on feel. I did it for yesterday and today, and I wrote over 5,000 words this weekend, and I'm writing a similar amount most weekends. So I'm assuming that when I sit down and write, my writing sessions are a little over 2,000 words each session. I know that it would be different if I spread them out. So if I wrote more during the week, I'm sure I would write more overall, but it would probably be less per session, which is fine. But I'm really impressed. I'm feeling really good. I had to kind of brainstorm part of today where I was going, because I decided in my outline, there's kind of a lull at this point. So I decided I needed to add something, and that changed where some of the plot points hit near the end of the book. But I'm feeling good. I like the additions I made, and I'm getting pretty close to the end. So there's not much going on this week, just normal Monday game night, and that's pretty much it for later in the week. Everything's pretty clear, so I'm hoping maybe I can get in a couple more writing sessions, because I feel like I'm close enough where I'm really starting to, I think it'd take me another week or two to really finish it at the rate I'm going, but I'm getting there. So I'm hoping that at the rate I'm going, with the amount I think I have left, that I can be done definitely by the end of September. So I will be working on editing as well as launching Guardians of the Sixth Gate through October. So that's super, super exciting things. So we will see how the rest of the week goes. Who knows? Maybe I'll be able to get a couple more writing sessions in, maybe not. But so far, so good. So today was good. We have D&D. I got home a little later than normal, so we already have people arriving. So I should, because I did get an email last night from my cover designer. She said she was a little behind, but she thought that she would have the first draft of the cover to me today. So I am so excited. So the next clip you should see is of me getting my first glimpse of that cover. So that is exciting. I have been looking forward to it all day. I've been like checking the page in between things when I get a free moment, just to see if it is coming in or not. So, oh my gosh, I don't have any words. I'm just that excited. Did you get a dice? Say yeah. Can I see? No. One of our friends 3D printed a D20 for D&D, printed a gigantic rubber version for Finn. So that's what that was. The cover has arrived. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry for this angle, guys. I just took a shower, and as soon as I stepped out of the shower, I had this email from my cover designer that my cover is in. So she said she sent 2 different draft designs. So there's 2 here. So I haven't looked at them yet. Oh my gosh. I'm so freaking excited. I have not opened them yet, but I'm gonna open them right now. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, here we go. So 2 designs. So I'm going to click here. Hopefully you guys don't end up super out of frame. Going to messages. Oh my gosh. Oh, I have to download them. Ooh, I can already see them though. Okay, so pause. I'm gonna read a minute and I'll get back to you guys. I wanna read her email first. Okay. Oh my gosh, I got a peek. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Whoa. They're really cool. Oh my gosh. I don't know which one I like better. Oh no, they're both amazing. So I did pause and I read through her email and she explains the difference in like the design. So there's 2. She explains the concept she went with for the first one, and then she explains the concept that she went with for the second one. And I liked both in theory, and now that I'm looking at them, for the same reasons that she explained in her email, I like them both. Oh no! I'm gonna have such a hard time picking. It's funny because I like both of these covers. I do like one of the, well, do I? Oh no. I was gonna say I like one of the fonts better than the other, but maybe not. Oh no. I'm so excited. Okay, I think I kind of know which one I like best. Thinking from like the series perspective. So that was something that she mentioned about one of these concepts, was that she could already see how it would tie in with the other 2 for the full 3. And I'm thinking about that. Also, I'm thinking about my spin-off, because if you remember, there is like a spin-off series that I have sort of in like the early planning process, which is all in my brain. So there's that. And I can see one of these tying in super well with like I can see this tying in super well with like the spin-off series, perhaps in a similar design. So I kind of like it. Oh my gosh. I do have some thoughts. I think I want book 1 somewhere on here, maybe on the spine. So this is just the cover. Let me get this straight. These are just the covers. This is not the full like paperback version. There's not a spine at all, and there's not a back cover to go along with the blurb. It's just the cover. So for instance, like an ebook, the way you'd see an ebook, it's just that. Oh my gosh, I am gushing. I love both of these. This is gonna be so difficult. Oh my gosh. I can't decide. Oh man. So I'm gonna have to think on this and ponder which ones that I like the best, and I'll have to get back to you guys. See what I think. So I'll get back to you guys. So I did a lot of thinking. What really ended up making some of the decision for me was writing. Go figure. So I started drafting my response to my cover designer, and I realized as I was writing that I had more to say about one of the concepts than the other one. I'm not going to disclose that because I think it'd be kind of a fun tidbit later on. So there was one that I found myself writing more about, there were things that I had notes for, but they were really small things. So I think I have picked my cover design. Oh my gosh, that's wild. So, okay. I could sit up thinking about this all night. So I'm going to send this email and then I'm going to put the computer down and I am going to read a book and relax. So I'm ready for bed and I'm not obsessing, to the best of my ability anyway. I'm not obsessing over this cover design, even though I totally am. Oh my gosh. So that's the plan. I'm going to send the email and then I'm going to read. So, oh my gosh. I'm just amazed, guys. My cover designer, Lena Yang, is amazing. Amazing.
Right, let's go.
Happy Wednesday. It was a long Wednesday, but we're home now. We are letting June out and enjoying the outside. It's beautiful today, but it is hot. So it is September 21st, and yesterday it was 101 degrees on my way home. I was planning to go on a run, and I do have a treadmill in our garage, and so it's a little cooler in there, but I still decided that with 101 outside, it is probably unsafe to run at all. So I didn't run yesterday. I thought about running today. Woo! And I might run later when it like cools off a little bit. I might run on the treadmill. But for now, I'm going to do a couple author things. I need to check my sales report for one. I need to hop on, check that, see if there's any updates on cover things for Guardians of the Sixth Gate. And I'm looking at some like publicity things, I think tonight, and some planning for like the future. I don't think I'll do some of those things this time around or anytime soon, but I am kind of interested in some options for this next book. So just kind of like front loading some research tonight. And I want to paint my nails. So that is kind of my self-care for the week. I'm a nail biter. Because I have anxiety, I also have ADHD, so I fidget a lot. And if I don't have something to fidget with, or if I start picking my nails, like if the nail polish chips, then I start picking at my nails or chewing on them, which I know is kind of gross, but that's part of the fidgeting. So I need to paint them so that I will stop doing that, because I've started to kind of bite them apart. So that is my plan for self-care this week, is to do a little bit of that. So my shoe broke today. I have the same pair in like a nude color and then a pair in a black color. The black ones broke a couple weeks ago, so I've been wearing the nude pair every day. But today it's like ripping out. It's like a sandal, so the toe portion's ripping out of the shoe. So tomorrow, because those are the only like flat dress shoes I have for work, tomorrow I'm in heels. So that's kind of fun. But otherwise, it's been a pretty good day. Not as busy as I actually had planned, because some of my plans got canceled today at work. So not so bad. It is kind of gray out though, and cooler. So I'm thinking that when I get home, I may actually be able to run because it's on the cooler side today. So that's kind of the plan for this evening, is to get home with Finn, run, and then maybe make quick dinner and either write or read tonight is sort of the thoughts. So we will see how that goes, if that actually is the case. I hope so, because I'm dying to do some writing things, or at least some planning for that. So at least some planning tonight. We're home outside. It has cooled off so much. So yesterday, and I guess like for the most part, the last couple days have been really hot. We had a day that was 101, and today it is like 70, maybe. It's kind of cold even. This morning it was cold, and tomorrow we're supposed to be back at 90. So that is life in Oklahoma. The weather is ridiculous. Oh my goodness. So we're out here walking the dog. I don't think I'm going to get to run today. I kind of want to because the weather's so nice. And I put the car in the garage specifically so that I could lower the treadmill to run it. So maybe I'll change my mind. I don't know. I did have a snack. I was hungry. And so I thought if I was going to run, I needed to eat. So I did get a snack. So maybe I'll run. I probably should. I guess it kind of depends on this guy, what he ends up doing. If I can get him occupied enough to run, because that's always that in the weather is always the issue. So I guess we'll see. I'm gonna check here in a little bit to see if there's been any updates cover wise. I don't think there has though. I did give my feedback earlier last week, so maybe there's been news. Nothing that's come across my email recently though, so we might be kind of at a standstill a little bit for right now. But I am planning for cover reveal teasers and such. So there's that. I also got a book in the mail that I'm really excited about. So I'll show you guys that when we get back inside. Hi, Jin Jin. Hi, Jin. So it's late. Well, kind of late. I showered, so I'm not looking as good as I did earlier. But I wanted to pop up on here because I just downloaded my final cover. So this is just the book cover, as in like Kindle cover for now. I just downloaded the high resolution version, and she had a pretty quick turnaround. She already made some of the adjustments that we talked about. I think it's amazing. And now she's moving on to like the print book. So the spine, where the back blurb goes, that kind of detail. So she needs a couple things from me for the print copy, mostly like sizing wise, the trim size for Amazon and Ingram Spark. So I'm getting ready to pull up those numbers and the dimensions and then send some other things to her. And then it'll be all print version. So I should, as quick as she's moving, I would think I'd also have that by the end of the weekend. I could be wrong though. So I might not be moving to like cover reveal until next week, which is super exciting. And this weekend, part of my plan is to try and finalize the book interior now for Guardians of the Sixth Gate. So things are moving. I'm super excited, and I cannot wait to show you guys the finished cover. Hey, Junior. Junior, come here. Hey, well, you go stretch. Oh my gosh. So I've been home a little while, and it's just now taking me a bit to get you guys updated. So I got my final cover, the final ebook cover last night, which was super exciting. And so I set up my week out cover reveal like extravaganza. So if you follow me on social media, then you have already seen that September 30th is the day I will reveal the cover of Guardians of the Sixth Gate. Woo! I'm excited. Oh my gosh, I love the cover so much. It's exactly, it fits so much of what I was hoping for the whole vibe of the series, because we were thinking long term. My cover designer and I, we were thinking long term for all 3 of the books. So I'm really excited about it. And I cannot wait to show it with you guys. So it's Friday, today's Friday, and going into this weekend, I'm doing a lot of prep, a lot of planning, and hopefully a lot of writing, because I would love, I don't know if I can do it, but I would love if I could have book 2 finished by the end of September. That way I can spend October enjoying the book launch for Guardians of the Sixth Gate. I can let book 2 rest a while, and then I can get into my own edits for book 2. So that would put me a little more back on track where I'd like to be with my publication timeline for the series. So here's to hoping. Good morning. I have some kind of fun planning projects going on. So this one in my blue binder, I'm actually having to redo a bit of this more than I thought. I didn't think about it until I got home with it, but this is going to be a question a day diary. So you might have seen some of them online. So it's answer one question every single day for multiple years. So in this case, I made it for 6 years because that's just the way it fit the template best. So that'll be fun. See some personal growth. I like journaling. This is kind of a different spin on it. So that's cool. And then back to my normal planner over here, this blue one. I'm gonna plan out next week, and we're getting really close to October. So try and nail down a little bit of planning for October also. And of course, there is writing, and this weekend, chores. There's always chores. So I'm going to take a minute and tackle some of that. So a little unrelated to anything I'm working on. I was watching a YouTube video. So I'm watching the unboxing of The Secret Gift, which is a book that's coming out by Bethany Atazada. She's also on YouTube. And The Secret Gift. The entire series is named The Queen's Rise. That's the series. And that title alone suddenly evoked a ton of images for me relating to a book that I've written and rewritten and rewritten. I have an entire fantasy series, like a 4-book fantasy series, already in the works, planned out. It is like my baby. It's the first book I've ever finished. It's my favorite book I've ever written, and it's true fantasy. Not like urban fantasy. It's like truly set in its own world. I love that series, but I love it so much that I want to do it right before I ever publish it, which is why it's still in the works. And I think that all of this, this storyline that has popped in my brain, which would be a prequel, sort of strengthens the entire series. So interesting. I might have, I think, a 3-book. I think it'll be a trilogy about a prequel separate character. So that's interesting. That it's funny, the things that bring up new ideas. And like I said, it was just the title of her series, The Queen's Rise, brought up this entire 3-book series. And it was easy to map out the 3 books because they'd be based on a separate character's life, and I already know their life very in depth. So interesting. So thought I'd just share because it kind of shows how I get my ideas. They come from all kinds of places, usually in nature, sometimes real people and characters, especially for fantasy, real kings and queens or knights, such things like that evoke a lot of images and ideas for me. So kind of fun. So I'm gonna go back to my writing and planning now. Good morning. It's Sunday. It's kind of early for me. I got up at 7 today. I was going to run, but I decided not to because I was feeling like really hungry, like I needed to eat. So I'm gonna eat first. I'm gonna let Finn sleep in a little bit. I got laundry started, which is super nice. And then after I let him sleep in a little bit, we'll wake him up and we'll see how everybody feels, because maybe we'll go and run after that point, as long as the weather is still nice. It's supposed to be sunny all day. Sunny, but it doesn't creep up to like the 80s until a little bit later in the day, like noonish. So we might be able to get a mid-morning run in, which is super nice. I've been missing that a lot. And I have plans to get back into it in the month of October. So we'll see if I can start a little earlier than that. I'd love to. I really miss running. Running is a way for me to de-stress. It also keeps me healthy and fit, and that paired with the foods I eat to like sustain the energy to distance run seems to be really nice on my body, and I haven't felt that great recently. I'm still feeling kind of sluggish, and I think it's the foods I'm eating a lot of the day. So hopefully that'll help once I get back into my normal routine. So there's that. It's Sunday, which means writing. I think I'm also gonna go out and do a little shopping. I'm gonna ask my mom to see if she wants to go with me. That way I don't have to go by myself with Finn. It's a little easier to tag team stuff, but I kind of want some new pants, especially like some jeans. All of my jeans in true millennial fashion are old school skinny jeans. I mean like tight skinny jeans. And since they're not like real jean material, they're that like synthetic. Over time, they change a little in the washing machine. So now they don't fit as well as they did before. Like they fit a little bit awkwardly in some places. So I need to replace them anyway. And I figure, why not get something that's actually in style now? So that is what I'm planning to do, at least later in the day. And also write. Yesterday I wrote just like one word short of 2,000 words, which is pretty good. So hopefully I can hit something close to that today also. So my plan right now, since I have laundry going, and Finn is still sleeping in, I think I'm going to try and get a little bit of a writing session in right now, just to sort of add to that final word count today. So that way I have like the time in the afternoon to go and shop, and it won't take away from the amount of time I usually write. So that's the plan for right now. Let's get to it. So I just got dressed to go on a run, and so that's super exciting. I haven't done that in a while. Also, I decided, what is this lighting? Oh my gosh. So I decided that this is where I'm gonna leave you guys for the week. So next time you see me, it'll be next week's video. Also, don't forget, next week on the 30th, which is Friday, I am revealing the official cover for Guardians of the Sixth Gate. I'm super excited about it. So make sure that you follow me, not just here on YouTube, that you subscribe, but make sure you follow me on all of my social media as well, because the announcement will go out first there. I'm also getting ready to post a Google form in case you'd like to help me with the reveal. So if you're interested in being a part of the cover reveal, make sure to hop over to Instagram, because it's mostly an Instagram thing. I will post the link for the Google form there, and I'll repost it a couple of times. So be on the lookout for that. That way you can sign up, be a part of the fun for Friday, for cover reveal release week. So super exciting stuff. But that's pretty much it for this week. As always, thank you so much for watching to the end of this video and watching all these other videos that I put out every week. I do have some really fun October content coming for myself, like some personal growth things, but also for the release of Guardians of the Sixth Gate, which comes out on Halloween. So make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!